Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for this month. Let's dive into it right away. Then see, we're going to jump into your tarot after this. We have a Tears of Joy. It's actually, I think this is something that has been like in cycles, keeps happening in your life, or you want it to come to an end now. Might be coming to an end in the beginning of this month, especially. It can be like an occurring payment, maybe you're finalizing it. It can be something like that too. We have 1, 2, 3 different good news coming, but they're small, tiny little things. So, kind of like I feel the energy of appreciate the blessings, appreciate the small things, okay? Because it seems like they're going to turn out to open up a bigger pathway, a bigger they're going to bring a bigger solution, maybe something that is going to be much more fulfilling than that those tiny little things. I feel like the tiny things can be like tiny things, but they hit the spot type of energy, okay? I see a letter M here. M can mean someone's first name or the last name. This is very clear, guys. But also, M we have, this is Scorpio symbol. It's not exactly that. And we have, this is Virgo symbol. So this can be about those 2 zodiac signs that you're dealing with right now. And it seems like there's a lion, or maybe this kind of looks like a hound sitting on the signal. So a sign, maybe you are overpowering this person, okay? The overpowering doesn't have to be initially like defeating that person, but I feel like this can be, if this is a situation or a person that is really annoying or something that wants a solution from you, seems like you're coming up with a solution. And I feel like from the attitude of this hound here, this is actually meaning sitting on the throne is like you're going to have power over this thing, okay? Maybe you're going to become an authority about this thing. I see that in the first week, you don't really have much happening here, but there are phone lines, conversations, and a small pathway appearing in front of you. This shape kind of, when we look at this from this angle, not this one, this angle kind of looks like the head of a fish right there. Fish can be like some sort of an improvement happening in your life, okay? And it's happening so smoothly, and it's expected, but it's happening so smoothly. It's not really looking like there's anything changes, okay? I don't know how to interpret this, but it can be like about something at the house happening in your home, maybe in the building. They're repairing something that will also improve what's happening in your home, in your kitchen as well. But it seems like it's also energy clearing here, okay? I started getting into the feng shui recently, and it says like if you leave anything in your sink at night, the sink is the place that the abundance of the house gathers around. So if you leave any dirt, any dishes, it can really block the energy flow kind of a thing. So that's why I feel like this is going to be effective in the changing of the energy, okay? Another thing, this is an energetic reading, guys. I know I see fish, money kind of things in here too, but it also shows the energy mostly, okay? We have another fish here within the second week, and kind of like, I see many things here. I see a staff first. The second, I see someone, there are 2 people hugging each other, and they're like intertwined like this, like rising really high. And then we have a letter E, and then this kind of looks like a sickle also, and like a wheelchair moving, okay? There's nobody sitting on the wheelchair, but you're pushing the wheelchair away. So I feel here, there might be a couple, they're kind of like forming a starship as well. This can be, if you're looking for new love, maybe you have been going through like a hardship of finding love. The wheelchair can be like maybe you're feeling crippled, or you're feeling like limited when it comes to love, relationships, friendships. Maybe you're not really fully finding someone compatible with you. That can be like the sickle also cuts the BS, basically. You're cutting the BS now. You're being fully open, really expressive with your desires. And this can bring someone that you're going to have very good alignment with. And you're going to be like really supporting each other's energy with coming forward here, okay? I feel like this can be like a quick match, really, like you're going to feel, okay, we're soulmates type of vibe here. I don't really approve that. Like if I was your mother, I'm not, but I feel like here it's time, just you can protect your boundaries. This doesn't mean that you don't have any boundaries, you agree with this person, or it's just a dream come true. It can be, but I feel like this is going to be a fast, quick attachment happening here. Okay. That's why I see like the sickle is above you. You might also hold on to the sickle. So whenever you feel uncomfortable, you're ready to just cut that, like separate the two that is actually sticking to each other. Another thing here, maybe you are the one who's observing such a thing here. You are the one, maybe you need to just say something about it. You're seeing someone like having a trauma bond forming very quickly, and maybe you are the one with the coming up with the sickle and just reminding this training wheels or the wheelchair, okay, to this person. Okay, if you're maybe an advisor of some sort, it can be jumping into a financial endeavor very quickly. It can be jumping into a relationship really quickly. So there's some safeguards that needs to be in place, okay, because the feeling might pass rather quickly here. I see there's a funnel forming. Number 7 is above it. Funnel is a good sign. We see letter V and K. It can be in the name of this thing coming into your life. It can be a company name. It can be a resource name. The funnel can be like the device or something that you're creating to fill inside. Maybe like a bank account that you're going to put a funnel above it, and it's going to be filled with money, resources. Funnel is something that you're coming up with to fill with the blessings, okay? Another thing here, it can be like a website. It can be if you need support in something, like those, there are some website people, Kickstarter, I think. They collect money for their designs that they want to create. They have a prototype, or they don't have one, they have the 3Ds, and in Kickstarter they ask for support from the people. It can be like a donation website. That can be the funnel here, okay? It doesn't have to be specifically that you make a business happen in overnight. The funnel can be also it doesn't have to be always about money, but it can be also for family, creating something for the family, okay? And we have the letter V here. It seems like it is going to end up being very successful, victory, or you're going to reach to your goal if you have a specific goal there. And this is bringing a clear contract here. This can be even building something. Maybe you're going to need support to build something, a sanctuary, and it seems like it's going to work out very beautifully. I see towards the end of the month, there's an angel appearing here. There's a seed growing, beautiful. The seeds that you're planting can be like a beautiful flower blooming. So this, I feel though, there's an Ankh on the bottom. This is something that you have planted. Maybe Ankh is the feminine energy. So I'm going to say like a mother energy, maybe 9 months ago. Number 9, the first thing popped in my head. Maybe 9 is a number related to it. That is something you planted a while ago, starting to flourish, and there's an angel above it. And the thing about the angels, this is like, I'm going to rewind again, this is a spiritual reading. You need to ask them specifically about what you want, and also ask like their help, because as human beings, we have free will. And if we don't ask for something, we cannot get that help going. Okay. So I feel like here, this can be someone watching over your creations. They can protect, but they cannot really help any further. So ask for those. This can be even like a human. Okay. Angel in human form that you need to ask. And so you shall receive the help from this person. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something. This person can be someone who is always running to you when you need help, supporting you. That can be your earth angel right there to give you the support. So, and they're right there for you. They want you to ask for help so they can come over and be there for you. I see their phone lines here. That's why I felt for some of you might know this person, talk to them already. That's why just the communication is going to be important with them within the 4th week. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. Bright and clear. Whatever it is that is in your mind, it's actually smoothly coming ahead. The thing is, I felt this energy. Maybe something you desire is actually there is a better and easier way to take care of it. And it seems like that's how the things are going to play out. I see an eye and a nose. Kind of reminds me of the Snoopy the dog. Charlie Brown and Snoopy, right? So dog can represent loyalty, and I told you that can be the angel that is loyal to you, ready to come to you. Another thing for some of you, I'm feeling if you are into rescue, or if you have maybe like dogs, this can be something, a dog looking like Snoopy might be coming into your life, okay? Within the 3rd week especially. I feel like here there's a butterfly. You see the wings of the butterfly, so small, but it has massive effect. I felt in some of your energy, the help that you're putting out there to someone who's in need is going to create a butterfly effect in your life, and it's just going to start changing things for the better. So if you come across someone, it doesn't have to be Snoopy. It can be someone who has like a dog personality, okay? Because when you name it that way, there are people, they have dog personality, cat personality, and this person can be someone who's a dog personality right there. And when you help them, it seems like it's going to bring karma is going to start working, and it's going to bring massive progress and a happy family and acceptance and also happiness into your life, okay? Let's dive into the tarot now. If you have like a specific subject in your mind, you can focus on that one. We're going to pull 4 cards, especially for 4 subjects. What's happening with you right now? What's coming in love? And we're going to look in the short term, like short explanation of money, career, success, and then the final outcome. But I'm going to do a deep dive on the money reading. So it's going to be posted either tomorrow or fall, like this week, basically, okay? Where you are right now, you're in your full power. This month is about expressing, being, sitting on your throne, being really confident, and just going with that confidence to create the world that you desire, okay? So this doesn't mean being a bully, guys, forcing people to do your bidding. It doesn't mean that. This means that being authentically who you are and trusting that what you're doing is already working. You don't have to overwork yourself. Another thing with this Queen of Wands energy, she has a black cat here. She's unconventional. She doesn't care what other people think about her. So that's another thing. Like, you shouldn't have social anxiety while you're moving towards your desires, okay? When it comes to love, we have a Knight of Pentacles here. Some stable steps will be taken. It can be someone who's coming to you with a pentacle and showing you, look, I have a land, a home, I have establishment. Let's go together. Let's enjoy each other's company. Or this can be, if you have someone specific already, that you're going to start to move towards a stable relationship. Another thing here, maybe you don't have anyone in your life, or you have someone, but they're not really offering this. I feel like some of you might really, in your energy, in your confidence, you're attracting somebody like that, okay? So if you're with somebody who's wasting your time, maybe it's time to move on, because it seems like there's your confident self is attracting someone who can actually pursue that. You can give you more that makes you feel much more confident, much more stable, can create such stability and the assurance that you're loved, you're appreciated, you're amazing. And that's like, there's other options available, it seems here. We have, when it comes to money, some of you are in fear, but because this is the after tarot, I feel like the fear is not going to really deter you from taking action or not facing the outcome. You're going to develop the courage to take care of the financial affairs and not really delay the payments or anything like that. Even if like you're feeling like it, you're going to find a way to manage your financials in a very brave way that you're going to stand up for yourself, okay? Final outcome is something bigger, better, something new is coming. If this is about financials, it seems like you're going to maybe start a new endeavor, a new business idea is going to flourish beautifully. It can be a new home, new car, a new job opportunity appearing. So when you look at your finances and maybe even deal with them with confidence, even though you have fear in the background, the things are going to start changing for the better. This can also be about relationship, marriages, stabilities, creating structures are going to start appearing, okay? When it comes to you here, don't let any thief with their thoughts to steal your peace. We have a family room here, so the thief can be someone in the family room, maybe overthinking and overanalyzing things and trying to steal your confidence. That's why I feel here that you should be in your own head. In your own head, if you have positive things, you should be in your own head, because you might be the one creating those obsessive thoughts as well, that you need to get out of your own head if that's the case, and just go into a place that you feel comfortable. It can be physical comfort, it can be mental comfort, but you need to get yourself out of the negative. Meaning, if you're watching bad news all the time, negative news all the time, that can brew your thoughts in a negative way. That can improve those negative thinking. If like this is the theft of joy basically happening here, that if you keep indulging in that, it's going to multiply. But you can find a safe family room here where it feels like home, and then enter your mind into that space. That will boost your confidence, and that will boost the actions and the outcome. When it comes to Knight of Pentacles, we have a mature woman here. Some of you might be meeting with someone mature. And if you're interested in the women, female gender. However, this can also be someone who knows about relationships, that can give you a solid advice how to operate when it comes to something serious. We have a main female. Do we have a main male? We have an official person. It seems like the energy of the male and masculine and feminine is going to be balanced here. 222, 222 is also partnership, duality, trust, and balance. So the main female can be someone. 222 makes 6 guys. Someone who's actually you guys both taking advice from, or it can be someone like who carries creative ideas, giving you a direction here. An official person is a real person. So I feel like I don't want to put genders on this one, even though we have female and the male energies. But I feel like you're going to have someone who takes the responsibility of the relationship coming into your life, okay? If you're the one who is the homemaker. But if you are the one who's looking for something serious, it seems like you're going to meet someone who is the homemaker here, okay? There might be a matchmaker in the middle, right there. But I feel this is not only like, it's going to get exciting, but first you're going to establish something like a ground rules of the relationship here. We have with your, oh wow, slay the dragon, guys. Slay that dragon. Whatever is like you're scared of when it comes to money. If there's a bill, go ahead, call the company. Maybe they can give you a discount. That can be the thing. That can be the unexpected income. If you're afraid of maybe asking for the price of the home that you want, maybe ask for it. Maybe there's something available for you. You can pay it off very quickly. So that's why when you slay the dragon, this is number 9. We have 27, 9. Also, I see these numbers as approval, guys. Numbers always speak to us. So it seems like you're going to find a way to make it happen. Ace of Pentacles comes with occupation. Occupation is something that we have a legal person will be affecting you and supporting you. We have the imprisonment here. I feel like maybe some of you might stuck in a situation with your occupation. A judicial person, a legal person, a doctor, lawyer, engineer, someone who has authority is going to free you from that, okay? Another thing here is you see this tattered sleeves. Tattered sleeves also the Fool has tattered sleeves. What does that mean? Maybe you have taken some action in the past, and that as a fool, without knowing the outcome, you have taken some steps and it didn't really work out for you. But it seems like you have something in your hand. It can create and generate massive wealth in the future. But you need to just now this time go through the the means of structure in order to build something solid, okay? Rather than just jumping off the cliff without seeing what's going to happen next. Let's pull the oracle now. At the end, I'm going to pull an affirmation for you. Rain, cleansing, purification, hydration. I feel like this is physical, mental, also spiritual. And if you're mental also here, can be mental too. Because if you keep thinking about the past mistakes or what happened in the past, you cannot really move on to the future. That's why that the rain can purify water, rainwater. If you can collect some, do so. We have full moon. Make some moon water for yourself and just, purify. You can wash your hair, you can wash your face. It doesn't have to be always drinking the water. But if you want to, why not? So it can clear, okay? You can clear that whatever's holding you back. Rosemary remembers loyalty and faithfulness. This is actually a reminder that remind yourself always that you are extremely powerful, and your confidence of slaying the dragon is going to help you get where you want, okay? We have winter here, an ending, recharging, and reflection. I felt this with the energy here. This kind of the salamander or dragon or like a fearful creature here has the kind of like a red color here. The bird is the one that is the last one standing, and it's actually maybe recharging there. And so I feel here some of you need to after you slay the dragon, you need to give yourself some time to understand what actually got you here and how you got yourself out of there. And finally, we have an altar, gratitude and releasing the burdens. And also we have here an obsidian mirror. This is actually representative of seeing the otherworldly. So everything everything happens for a good reason. And that tells me when you recharge, when you have energy through gratitude, you're going to be able to see why certain things happen. Altar can be something you can create that can gather energy, and then you can take that energy from that space too. So creating an altar can be good for you, and pull some cards for your altar too. Also, you can put your intentions in that space so it can be delivered to you, okay? Let's pull your affirmation now. What does Sagittarius need to know right now? My business is prosperous. That money is coming in for some of you, or maybe for all of you. The resources that you need might show up. I rejoice in other people's successes because I know there is plenty for everyone. So that can be your practice throughout the month as well. When you see someone winning, celebrating it, because knowing that that's available to you as well, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.